All right, good morning, my lovely students. I hope you guys just doing fine. Today we are going to discuss the section use your English in your unit, which is unit 8, Media Matters. And this lesson consists of two parts. The first one is the phrasal verbs, and the second one is word formation. And we will be discussing the exercises regarding them in your students' books on page 103 and in your workbooks on page 55 and 56. But before that, we are going to have a reminder, okay? We are going to take a look, a quick revision regarding the definition of those two sections, which are phrasal verbs and word formation. So please bear with me until I share the definition with you in order to discuss it, and then we will be answering the questions regarding them. So let's see in here. Share. Okay. So I believe that you guys have the screen in front of you now. And for the first section, which is regarding the phrasal verb, who can read the definition and the example for me, and then we'll go back in order to explain it. So let me see hands in here. Yes, yeah. Tulin, go ahead, dear.
Yes, teacher. A phrasal verb is a combination of two words, usually a verb and a preposition, that create a phrase with a different meaning. Example, I gave up when the game got too hard.
Thank you, dear. So let's go back to the definition and see what do they mean by phrasal verb. When I say a phrasal verb is a combination of two words, the word combination, it means a mix when you combine two or more things together. But here in our case, we are combining what? We are combining words. We are, because we are talking about a language. We're talking about the English language in here. So when we talk about language, we are using words. So here, the phrasal verb is a combination, is a mix of two words. What part of the speech are those words? Let us see. Usually, they are a verb and a preposition. A verb and a preposition. And we know that every word in English has its own meaning. So we have here verbs and they have their own meanings. And we have here prepositions and also they have their original meanings, such as up, down, out, in. Okay, so every preposition has its own meaning, and every verb in English also has its own meaning. But when we combine those two, okay, elements together, those two words together, we create a new phrase. This phrase has a totally different meaning than the original meaning of the words when they are separate. One more time. When we combine those two elements, a verb and a preposition together, what will be created? We will create, we will have a result of a phrase, okay, with a totally different meaning. Okay, the meaning is different than the original meaning of the verb and the preposition when they are divided, when they are, okay, put every one of them alone. Let's have an example in order to clarify what I was explaining. Here we have, I gave up when the game got too hard. Let's look at this example. I is my subject. Where is the phrasal verb in here? It is gave up. Look at it. It is consisted of two elements. The verb, which is gave and it's in the past, and up, okay, which is a preposition. What's the meaning of gave? Gave اللي هي أعطى, okay? And what's the meaning of up? Up يعني أعلى, okay? Above in a high rank. So here we have a verb, and when it comes, okay, separately, it means, okay, أعطى. It has its own meaning, its original meaning, and we have the preposition up, and it also has its own meaning, which means الأعلى. When I join them together, when I mix them together, when I combine, let's look back at this word, combination. When I combine them together, they create a new different meaning. So here, gave up, it means surrender. I surrender. إنه إيش استسلمت, or I stopped when the game got too hard. I couldn't continue playing in the game. I surrender, okay, because the game is getting hard. So here, gave up, the phrase as a whole, it gave us a different meaning than the words when they are separate, gave alone and up alone. Did you guys understand?
Yes, teacher.
Yes? Okay. Let's go now to the second definition that we have in here, and it's regarding section B, okay, or the second section of our lesson for today in Use Your English, which is the word formation. So who can read for me the definition, and then we'll explain it together. And here I'll have, let me see in here. Yes, go ahead, يا عيسى.
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Generally, word information,
Word
uh,
formation.
word formation, derived words is
Derived.
the
Okay,
derived
عيسى,
word.
عيسى, come down here. Derived.
Derived words is the process of the result of forming a new word, which derived form words of a group of words with the same root.
In other words, can you continue?
Okay. In other words, word formation is defined as the ways in which new words are made on the basis of
Basis
base, basis of the other word or morphemes.
or morphemes. Thank you, dear. So let's go back to the definition and explain it. Generally, word formation. Look at this word. We know what is the meaning of a word. كلمة. Formation. Formation is from the word form. Okay. شكل. Formation. Okay. Word formation, that I want to form new words. How do I do that? By deriving them. When I want to make new words, to form words, I derive these words. What do I mean by derived words? It is the process, العملية, or result أو نتيجة of forming new words. How is that? Which derived from words or group of words with the same root. Here is the keyword, which is root, the same root. So here we have a word, okay, which is the root, الجذر, and from this root we change or we form new words. We form new words in order to derive or to change from a noun into an adjective, into an adverb, okay, a verb into a noun, okay. This is called derivation. This is called word formation. Let's look at the other note or the second note in order to clarify our idea more. In other words, word formation is defined as the ways, all right, in which new words are made on the basis, okay, بالاعتماد على other words or morphemes. Let's look at the word morphemes. Morphemes, what is a morpheme? What is a morpheme? The morpheme is the smallest unit of the meaningful language. So it's the smallest meaningful unit of a language, the smallest, okay? So there's nothing, you cannot divide the morpheme into smaller parts, into smaller units. The morpheme is the smallest meaningful. What do I mean by meaningful? The word that has a meaning, a unit that has a meaning, okay? Because someone might, okay, some student might say, okay, the letter T, okay, it's smaller than a morpheme, okay, but it doesn't have a meaning. It doesn't have a meaning. So it's the smallest meaningful unit of a language, okay, that can, okay, form words that we can take into consideration in order to form new words from it, and we can consider it as a root اللي هي ايش الجذر in order to form new words, in order to form new words. Now, after we're done with our definition and we got introduced to the meaning of our two sections, which are phrasal verbs and word formation, let's go to our books and start solving our exercises in here. So please grab your student books and open them to page 103 in order to start our exercise. And I want to remind you that it is a participation class, so raise your hand in order to answer. Let's go
Teacher,
to
wait, I
this
want to tell you
section.
something before we start.
What?
I want to tell you something before we start, teacher. I think in exercise A, I had some things wrong.
Okay. Okay, we will discuss it right now and see if you have something wrong or not. Okay, we will explain it. Okay, let's go to exercise 1. Before solving the exercise, let's get introduced to the phrasal verbs that we have in here and know their meaning, okay, in order to be able to solve the exercise. Exercise A, the instruction is match the phrasal verbs with their meanings. So here we have as letters, we have meanings, and here we have the phrasal verbs. Let's look at the phrasal verbs. When I say bring out, here we have a verb, which is a bring, and we have out, which is a preposition. We know in Arabic that bring, it means يحضر, and out, it means خارج. But here, when we put them together as a phrasal verb, it gave the meaning of ينشر, to spread out, okay, to spread. So here we have a totally different meaning than the original meaning of the word. Let's look at number 2, which is bring round. And here it came يقنع, to have an impact on someone. Okay, يقنع. Number 3, pick out. And when I say pick out, that you have to choose something from other things. You have to choose something from other things. What about pick up? Pick up. When you want maybe to carry something, to hold something, to get something from a place to another. Okay? يلتقط, يحمل, ينقل. Okay? Let's go to number 5 in here, which is ring back. I am calling someone and he didn't answer me. Then he will ring back. He will call me back. تمام? Number 6, which is ring in. Ring in. When I say that I want to talk, okay, to the presenter of a program while he's live, okay, on the radio station or on TV. while he is live. Okay, يعني إنه أنت بتتكلم مع ال presenter or you call them while they are live. What about tune in? When I say tune in here, it means that you are searching for something and you want to إنك تسوي له ضبط. Okay, you want to make something that you are looking for something specific. What about tune out? Tune out. Imagine that you are watching a movie, okay? And this movie is boring, okay? You don't want to watch it anymore. So you are not paying attention to something, okay? There is, okay, something that is disturbing you, okay? Or annoying or boring or blah, 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 whatever the reason is. So you stop paying attention regarding this thing. You stop paying attention regarding this thing. هي in Arabic عدم الانتباه لشيء معين. With that, we knew now the meanings, okay, in Arabic. So I think it got easier for you in order to answer that question for now. So let me see hands in order to solve our exercise in here. And I'll start with Ramiz. Go ahead, dear. Bring
Yes,
out.
teacher. Bring out to publish.
Okay, can you please say the letter first and then the meaning?
Sure. Bring out here B to publish.
Thank you, which is B, and it is to publish. Thank you, dear. Let's go to number 2. Tulin, go ahead.
Yes, teacher. Bring round اللي هي دي to convince someone your opinion is correct.
Thank you, dear. To have an impact on someone, okay, in order to convince him regarding your opinion, regarding your point of view. Thank you. Let's go to number 3 in here, and I'll have Caroline.
Okay, teacher. Pick out its F to choose.
All right, and which one is it? F? Yes, it's
Yes.
F, and it means to choose. Thank you, dear. Let's go to 4 in here. Yeah, Julie.
Yes, teacher. Pick up. It's A to collect someone or something and take them somewhere.
And عليكي. Thank you. To pick up. Okay, it's to collect someone or something and take them somewhere. Okay, move them from a place into another. Let's go to number 5 in here, and I'll have. Okay, my bad. And I'll have, let me see in here. عبد يلا يا عبد.
يلا مس ring back it's G to return a phone call.
يعني عليك. Thank you, dear. Yes, that's correct. What about ring in? Yeah, William.
Yes, teacher. Ring in, teacher E, to phone a TV or radio station.
Thank you, dear. Yes, that's correct. What about number 7? Tune in. Tune in, Elizabeth.
Tune in to choose a particular radio station.
Thank you, dear. Yes, it's H. Tune in is to choose a particular radio station, okay? When you are searching for a specific radio channel and you tune in order to choose this specific one. Thank you, dear. And the last one, tune out. Tune out, and I'll have in here, let me see, Maya.
Yes, teacher. Tune out اللي هي to stop paying attention to something.
To stop paying attention to something, okay, regarding whatever is the reason, okay, if it's boring, if it's annoying, if it's blah, blah, blah. Thank you. Yes, do you guys have any question regarding this one, or should we move to exercise B?
Yeah, teacher, all of them I got them right.
Teacher.
What's up, ya Sultan?
Teacher, all of them are right.
Yes, okay, that's good. That's good. Let's go to exercise B in here. And here our instruction is complete the sentences with the words from A. So here we have phrasal verbs, and we have the first part of the phrasal verb, which is the verb, and we have here to insert the preposition in order to make our sentence correct. Let's start with number 1 in here, and I'll have Sultan. Go ahead.
Yes. For questions 1 to 8, read the text below. Use the. You want me to do B first
حبيبي
or
احنا باكسرسايز بي يا سلطان. Why you're not following with me?
It's I'm sorry, but yesterday when I made the exam, I answered A then C. I thought it was B.
Okay, so you don't want to answer B?
Yes.
Do you
Complete
want
the
or no?
sentences. What?
Okay, go ahead.
Complete the sentences with the words in A. Make sure to tune in. You tune in next Tuesday for final episode of Top Chef.
Thank you, dear. Let's go to number 2 in here. Let's go, yeah, Mary.
Oh, yes, teacher. Many TV presenters don't pick out the clothes they wear on TV. Someone else does that for them.
Thank you, dear. That was correct. Let's go to Tala.
Yes, teacher. I rang the producer, but he wasn't there, so he's going to ring me back.
يعني عليكي. Thank you. He's going to ring me back. He's going to call me back. Yes, let's go to number 4, Yalin.
Yes, teacher. The review brought out the worst aspects of the film.
Thank you, dear. Brought out the worst aspects. What's the meaning of aspects?
which had
yes, الأوجه الجوانب of the movie. Yes, thank you, dear. Let's go to number 5 in here, and I'll have we have Fadi Rzouk. يلا يا Fadi.
Yes, teacher. The documentary was so boring, I tuned back halfway through.
I tuned what?
Back.
Do we have the phrase back? Tuned back? We have either tune in or tune out.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Tune out.
Okay. Thank you. So it's tuned out. Tuned out. Thank you, dear. Let's go to 6, and I believe I saw Qusay, right? Qusay?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, go ahead, dear.
Yes. Someone will pick me up at 10 o'clock and take me to the TV studio.
Thank you. Someone will pick me up and take me from a place to another. Thank you, ya Qusay. Let's go to number 7 in here. Do I see Lama? يلا يا لما. وبعد لما كرم. يلا.
I think most reporters try to bring people around to their points of view.
يعني عليكي. Thank you. Try to bring round, and yeah, Karam, the radio station.
Yes, teacher. The radio station is asking listeners to ring in if they want to take part in the daily quiz.
يعني عليك. Thank you. Thank you so much, dear. Yes, that was correct. Do you guys have any question, or should we move to the third exercise in here? Hello?
Yes, teacher.
No, teacher, we don't have any question.
Okay, let's go to the second section, which is regarding the word formation. And with exercise C, complete the exam task, which is this one. Remember to think about what type of word is missing in each gap. What do we mean by the type of the word? What part of the speech is the word? Is it a noun? Is it a verb? Is it an adjective or an adverb? So here, for questions 1 through 8, read the text below. So here we have a text, and it's regarding journalism. We have to read it. Use the word in capitals, which are these words in here: journal, usual, politics, act, photo, risk, satisfy and adventure at the end of some of the lines to form a word that fits in the gap. What do they mean by fits in the gap?
That's suitable for the
It
gap.
means that we have to derive them, okay? Maybe they are verbs. We have to derive them into a noun in order to be appropriate and fit in the gap and make our sentence correct grammatically and make our sentence correct grammatically. Let's start here, journalism.
Can
But
I answer?
before starting, what's the meaning of journalism?
صحفي.
اللي هي
صحافة.
الصحافة, thank you. And what part of speech is it?
Noun.
It's a noun.
It
Thank
is
you.
noun.
It's a noun. Thank you, dears. Let's have for let's see for number 1 in here. I'll take Julie. Go ahead, yeah, Julie.
Yes, teacher.
Read until the full stop, okay?
Okay. If you thought being a journalist was all about being to red carpet events and interviewing superstars, you'd be mistaken.
Thank you, dear. So the first one is journalist. And what part of speech is it?
It's a noun.
It's a noun. Thank you, dear. Can you please read until the end of the paragraph of the first paragraph? Many travel.
Many travel to some of the most faraway parts of the world to keep us informed about what's happening there.
Thank you, dear. Let's go to gap number 2. And here I'll have, do we have new hands in here? Let me see. You answered, you answered, you answered. Okay. Rams, the kinds of people.
The kind of people are usually called correspondent. They report on a particular subject or country, and they include.
No. Okay. That's it. That's it. Give chance to other students. Thank you, dear. So here you said it's usually. Yes, that's right. And what part of the speech is it? Do you know?
Yes, adverb.
It's an adverb. Thank you, dear. Yes, that was correct. Who would like to continue? And they, let me see hands in here. Let me see hands. I'll take. Yalla, ya Maya.
Okay, yes, teacher. Okay, they reported on particular subjects or country, and they include political. مش إيش هاي كيف كيف
Yes,
تنقرأ؟
صح.
political اللي هي adjective.
يعني عليكي political correspondence
and those who report on wars and disasters around the world.
يعني عليكي. Thank you, Mayush. Thank you. Let's go to gap number 4 in here, and I'll take Isa.
Yes, teacher.
Once they reach
their destination, they try to get close to the actor in order to provide the TV channel and the newspaper with.
Okay, wait. Okay, that's it. But look at it. You said you take the word act, okay?
Yes.
And you said actor. What?
Future actress.
Okay, wait. Isa. They try to get close to the, okay, to the actor اللي هو الشخص اللي بيسوي، اللي هو الشخص ولا الأكشن نفسه؟
تيتشر، أنا هون فهمت أنهم بحاولوا يقتربوا من الأكتور اللي هو الممثل أو
هم بيحاولوا إنهم يكونوا قراب من الحدث in order to provide the TV channels and the newspapers with blah blah blah. So هم بيحاولوا يكونوا قريبين من الحدث.
الأكشن.
يعني عليك من الحدث نفسه، لأنه الأكتور هنا بيكون معناها الممثل. Okay, we are not talking about a movie or we are not we are talking about an event. الحدث نفسه. So here it's the action itself and it's a noun. Thank you يا عيسى. Let's go to number 5 in here. حنا، يلا يا حنا.
T.
Hannah?
لا نعم miss.
Yes, and the
لا
newspapers
photos
with photos
or video.
or video footage. Yes, we have two words for this. It's either photos or photographs. Photos or photographs. Yes, both are correct. Or video footage. Yes. And thank you, Yahanna. Number 6, I'll have. Do we have new hands in here? No, so let's go back. Let's go to Abdullah. Go ahead, ya Abdullah. They are sometimes.
And that is why being a correspondent can be the
Habibi, they are sometimes. Okay, and that is why being a correspondent
can be the most risky form of
Thank you. And
journalism.
what part of the speech is it?
Adverb.
Is it?
Adjective.
It's an adjective, صفة. It's a risky form of journalism. Thank you. Yes, let's go to number 7, Ya Sultan.
Yes, teacher. Form of journalism. On the other hand, it's also one of the most satisfying forms of journalism.
Thank you. Satisfying. And what part of the speech is it?
Adjective.
It's an adjective. Thank you. Forms of the journalism, and the last gap in here will be for a Sultan. Let me continue first. Lean, go ahead.
Yes, teacher.
So if you're
an adventurous
يعني عليك
kind
and
of
what part
person
of the speech is
and
it?
you want adjective.
Yes, that you want and want to
go into journalism. Maybe becoming a correspondent is the job for you.
Is the job for you. Is the job for you. Thank you, dears. Unfortunately, our time is up. With that, we will be done with the exercises in our students' book. I'll also provide the answers for the students and workbooks. For this section, please check them. And if you guys have any question, I'll be glad to answer you guys. And for tomorrow's class, please prepare the writing section, which is on page 104 and 105. Prepare them. Read the learning focus, the exam close-up, the useful expression, in order to have an idea regarding what our writing will be about, which is writing a review. For now, I'll leave you for your next class. You guys have a nice day, and I'll see you